Good morning, everyone. This is Royce Miller coming back at you with yet another Let's Try. And today on the docket, as you can tell by my returning fireman's hat, we are once again delving into Firehouse subs. By firemen for firemen, I think. I don't know. And what is it? Well, it is the King's Hawaiian pulled pork sandwich. I think that's what it's called. I'll have to look it up before I post the video so I can get the right title on the card. Um, Yes, it is pulled pork, slaw, a bunch of mayonnaise. Massive bun, too. Like, this is way bigger than any bun I've seen. Which, I mean, like, it's been a while since I've seen, like, we need more big buns out there. Like, people always are like, oh, where's the beef? No, you need a big bun to hold all that food. Like, really? This thing's a little messy. Let's give her a taste. So this is kind of a... So, like, I think this is kind of going two ways. So it's smoked pork and brisket, I think, that's kind of been shredded. So it kind of goes with the King's Hawaiian roll because, you got kind of that Hawaiian luau thing. But then it also goes with the slaw because you have sort of that barbecue thing going. I'm not the biggest fan of slaw. Oh lord, this thing's leaking all over. Nothing against it. It's just I don't like cabbage too much. I don't like the texture of cabbage too much. Like, I'll eat it. It's just not my favorite. A bit fibrous, you know? The taste of it is phenomenal. Usually with smoked meat sandwiches, the the smoky flavor overwhelms everything, but there's enough gooby slaw and mayonnaise and other toppings on the sandwich to keep everything at bay, and then you have this lovely, cushiony, almost brioche Hawaiian bun. Oh, King's Hawaiian bun, sorry. Spectacular. And this is my lunch too, so I'm eating it a little faster than I probably should. Given Firehouse Subs is a sub shop not too dissimilar to Subway or Jimmy John's or Quiznos, I'm curious how they store their smoked meats. My guess is that they probably have a little tub of it, similar to Subway's little steak-um things they put on their steak sandwiches. And I mean, like, that's not terrible. They do have a very good quality food. It's just, I'm just curious about the uh, how they get it to you. It's also interesting how Firehouse Subs does almost exclusively hot sandwiches. The only cold sandwich that I found on their online menu was a tuna sandwich, tuna salad. Which is kind of funny. I'll eat raw fish, but I won't eat canned fish. Or at least not canned tuna. actually do like sometimes getting the like canned little herring fillets that come in either like a mustard sauce or a chili sauce. But what about this vinegar brined gourd? A cucumber is a gourd, believe it or not. Hooey! I forgot how much dill these things smelled of. I do this for you. Sorry. My hands are so gooby from that. Greasy and... I think this thing's falling apart. Good lord. It feels really heavy on my head for some reason. Anyway. That was good, but it didn't quite make a full video, so I got one of their other sandwiches to try as well. The New York Steamer. I don't want this to be the last taste of my mouth, so I'm going to eat it. I know some of you are probably like, well, Royce, if you don't like it, why are you eating it? Very simple reason. Because I don't want it being in my trash can. Also, even though it's pickled, it's still like a fruit. Still good for you, right? I'm sure there's still plenty of vitamins in this. Also, isn't drinking vinegar like one of those like health cleanses or something people do? Because this basically feels like drinking vinegar. Ugh. Anyway, the New York Steamer. I believe this is prosciutto and pastrami and Swiss. I got the small because y'all get mad at me if I eat too much. But then you also all get mad at me if I eat too little. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's just a classic New York deli sandwich. A little bit of mayo on the bottom. Really good smoked meats. The meat is a little... The meat has a bit of a chew to it. It's almost toothsome. I wonder if that's because it's been smoked and then it was cooked. You know, to melt cheese on it. This is really good. I should get a full version of this sometime just for myself. That was fantastic. The King's Hawaiian sandwich was really good, but way too greasy and juicy. And, like, it was leaking goo all over me. It was like a... I'm not even gonna make that comparison. And that. So the two, I'd say the New York sandwich. However, if you're by yourself and you're not going and you don't have any thing you're planning on doing, then yeah, go ahead and get the sandwich or get the King's Hawaiian. It's a good sandwich. It'll fill you up. I think I'm a little too filled up right now. Blah. I used to be able to pack away 2 footlongs, and now I can barely put away two sandwiches. Something that Ozempic really does change you, man. That's a painting I was trying to work on my grandpa last year, doing an oil painting of him. My brother suggested doing it in the style of like a Renaissance era. Excuse me. Oil painting, but oil paints take a long time to dry. That thing is almost a year old and it's still wet. I had wanted to give it to my grandma for Christmas last year. Luckily, I was able to make a new painting of my grandpa instead. One that actually was of him, not me trying to emulate the Renaissance style. Anyway, y'all have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm outie.